What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about Rook, aka KeeperDAO. KeeperDAO is really interesting. Well, let's go and break it down, talk about it, and see how they are changing the game. Guys, so Rook and KeeperDAO is a really interesting concept and is a really interesting protocol. I'll go ahead and explain to you the project itself and talk to you guys about it a bit, but I really think this is going to have a big future, especially with Ethereum and lowering the gas fees. And we're going to talk about it a bit. So there are a couple things that I do find concerning. But again, time will tell. We'll see what happens on it. It's still a bit of an early project. But I just kind of want to throw it out there in the first part is this on the tokenomics. So if you look, here is the token distribution. The team and advisors receive 21%, and then the Treasury Reserve, that's fine, 30%, 2% early. Okay, that's great and all, but this is what's concerning. So they got 12% going to strategic investors and 21% going to the team and advisors. So basically, a third of this supply is with people who were in this before everyone else. So they got it at a lower price, and the tokens are with the team. So it's kind of it's not a great distribution. So that's something that's a bit concerning about it. But they have a killer team. So the guy is I'll just call him T Zhang. So T Zhang, he's actually the CEO of Ren protocol. If you guys don't know about Ren protocol, basically allows you to bring Bitcoin into DeFi, which is massive. That is huge to do because a lot of people say, oh, I got this Bitcoin, what can I do with it? Well, really nothing. Well, no, bring it into DeFi and you can start earning some interest on it, get a loan against it, etc. So let's go and explain KeeperDAO. But first off, I want to say this. YouTube is shadow banning us. They do not want me to talk about cryptocurrency, and they obviously do not want anyone learning about cryptocurrency. So please help with the YouTube algorithms. Smash up the like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification. That way you guys are notified every time we make new videos. That way you guys can get some of this content out there. If you guys don't like the videos, at least smash up the dislike. Leave some comments below if you guys like this video, what you guys think of KeeperDAO, and let's go ahead and bust into it. So first, I want to show you some of the cool things about the protocol. So this is on the KeeperDAO app. These are some pretty juicy rewards. People don't talk about the Ethereum rewards you can get in DeFi. So like 7% APY, that's pretty fire. 26% on a stable coin, that's also fire. Then you got USDC, wrapped ETH, Ren BTC, and now you're asking yourself, how in the world can they pay these rates? Okay, so let's go and explain the protocol and what they do and how they work. So KeeperDAO is a protocol that is economically takes the pooled assets and basically manages liquidations and rebalances. Why is this important? Well, we're coming into an era where DeFi is massive. So you're going to have like your compounds, your Aves, and they have to manage liquidation because if not, it'll be a cascading effect and basically everyone will go bust. So with these keepers, they're able to submit arbitrage opportunities, or they can even manage liquidations or rebalances and initiate on these and be able to transact on it. Now, why is this important? Well, if everyone is participating in this, there's going to be a war on gas. So these miners, they can actually see, oh, okay, this guy's trying to make a like just trading on Uniswap. So say, for example, I'm trading on Uniswap, and I see an arbitrage opportunity, and I see, okay, great. Well, Johnny is wanting to buy this at this and this rate, so he's going to be selling his Bitcoin or wrapped Bitcoin for 1,000 DAI. So automatically, when he sells his Bitcoin, that's going to cause the price of Bitcoin to go down because it's an AMM. So the more supply causes a lower price because there's more supply. However, if he goes and buys that Bitcoin, it decreases the supply and it increases the price. So a miner will arbitrage this opportunity saying, if he sees on the other side, someone's looking to sell their Bitcoin on one exchange and buy, and this other guy's buying it on one exchange, he can automatically see that arbitrage when he has a third person coming to buy that Bitcoin on the Uniswap or on the same exchange where it was just bought as well, because he'd be buying it at a higher price because it was just bought. Less supply, more demand. So the miner's like, oh, okay, what I'll do is I'll buy it on SushiSwap, and now I'll sell it to this guy because SushiSwap's a different exchange, and SushiSwap didn't get affected with the arbitrage opportunity, so quote unquote, it's a lower price. So he buys it at a lower price, sells it to the guy who's buying it at a higher price. The only difference is the guy gets the arbitrage, he takes the difference in the profit, and he's shares the profits with the people at KeeperDAO. So anyone who's providing liquidity on the KeeperDAO, like we showed you the different interest rates, gets paid out. So the reason why you provide liquidity is so these different arbitrageurs or the keepers can participate in these different pools or these different arbitrage opportunities and earn money for the network. So that's how the interest rates are able to be paid. Now you guys are looking at it like, okay, well, that makes sense and all, but what if he's not successful? Well, then the transaction won't go through. It's like a flash loan. So if it won't be profitable, the transaction will not go through. And if you guys are probably also asking, okay, how do I know my funds are safe? Well, the reason why the funds are safe is because it's all done in one transaction. So he's not taking your funds. He has to return the funds in the same exact transaction. So if you are not familiar with flash loans, I'll leave a link in the description on one of my videos about flash loans, or you can just go to my channel like this. Go to Drake on Digital, you hit search, and you do flash loan. Bam. And you'll see flash loans. Boom. And you can learn about it right there. So, KeeperDAO can be used for capturing any on-chain opportunity on Ethereum, like we just explained, Uniswap, SushiSwap, etc. This could be, or it could also be used for liquidating a position in Compound, DYDX, or taking over a maker CDP, which is a loan. Rebalancing a set basket or taking advantage of a arbitrage between Kyber and Uniswap, like we just explained. Using KeeperDAO allows people to pool their assets to earn passive income. Like we explained, you get those juicy rates, and it gives money for the people on KeeperDAO to be able to go and make these different ARB opportunities. To ensure the KeeperDAO wins liquidations and arbitrage, it uses a game theoretical optimal strategy to submit Ethereum transactions. Now you guys are like, what the pants does that mean? And I'm like, yeah, what the pants does that mean? Well, this is what it means. So they have a protocol incentivized into the network, and it is the competition and priority gas auctions. So what happens is a arbitrage opportunity comes and arises. So we now have a miner who's like, yeah, I'll get that. Let me pay a $5,000 gas fee to get it. And then you got another miner who's like, whoa, I'm going to get that. I'm going to pay a $5,001 gas fee to get that. Now another miner's like, bro, forget y'all. I'm paying a $5,002 gas fee, and I'm going to get that now. Bam, get it. Now you guys can see the problem with that. So this is what happens with KeeperDAO. If you are not working with them, then you are obviously against them, so you will get shut down. I know there's so many different networks like ArcherDAO and different ones, but Keeper is the first mover. So they have something called the Grin Trigger strategy. And I'll go ahead and explain it like this. They have a protocol in there where basically they take turns in there on the network on who gets to become the next keeper and take place of the arbitrage. So if you aren't joining them, you are basically going to be quote unquote liquidated or have a no longer profitable trade. And how this will work is, so you have the opportunity, okay, hey, you want to join us? And it's great. They can join. They can make money. Everyone can make money. This is awesome. But if you're going to go against us, no one's going to make money. We're going to make it awful. We're going to destroy everyone, and no one will make money. So it's kind of like, oh, well, I like making money. Let me join you. They aren't going to be like, bro, I'm not going to make money. I'm just going to do my own gig. So that's why the Grim Trigger is interesting. So I've heard different things like ArcherDAO and so on. So it's really interesting how this will work, so keep this in mind. And here's the analysis. I know it's a little more technical, but again, you guys can read some more articles on it. It's a lot longer than we can explain on this video, but you guys can look into it, see how it works. So now that you guys kind of understand that a bit, if you still understand it, if you don't, replay the video, and I'll also give more examples going out through the video. But we're going to explain minor extractable value, and this is what this project is basically attacking. So minor extractable value, or MEV, the profit that can be extracted from miners. So this can happen when you reorganize blocks, reorder transactions, front run, tailgate, different examples, and we'll give some more examples later in the video. But basically they have different protocols, like Flashboys is one of them. They also have Flashbots, they have ArcherDAO, and they have KeeperDAO. So this is not always done by miners. There are several opportunities, but MEV ends up currently being extracted by arbitrageurs and liquidators, aka in loans or in arbitrage opportunities like Uniswap, Kyber, etc. Miners extract the majority of the available profit. So now we're going to explain what happens. So when a keeper discovers a price imbalance between two dexes, or an unhealthy position in a lending protocol, it is rarely the case that no one else has noticed it. Guys, it's almost like seeing something I mean, maybe in the past there were arbitrage opportunities like Bitcoin at a different price on different exchanges. But guys, if you see it, someone else sees it, make sure you research it and see why it's the reason. I've seen several times where a token is a different price on one exchange and another price on another. And then you look into it and you realize why it's a different prices, because you can't use the bridge, and the token's on one network and it's selling for another network on a different exchange. Hard to explain if you guys are new to crypto, but basically you have a square peg and a round hole, and the square peg doesn't go through. So what happens is, because all these guys notice this, it leads to a competition. And we all know how the gas wars work. Someone pays 90 gwei, another person pays 95, another person pays 100, and it's basically a first come first serve. And this is going to solve the solution with that. The MEV solver will notice, and the competition will begin all at the same time. The only known prevention is obfuscation, basically is just hiding the transaction or working together, and we'll explain that. So to win the competition, the keepers must get their transaction to appear before the transactions of their opponents, or aka using contracts so no one can really see what it is. Generally speaking, higher gas prices result in a greater priority. So that was the very first way. But now we have smart contracts. So keepers will engage in bidding wars or arbitrageurs. So it raises the gas price because it's an auction house. It never goes down, but it can always go up. At some point, the next block will be mined, or the gas prices are so high that the opportunity is barely profitable. Hence why we explained the Grim part in the KeeperDAO. If you aren't going to participate with us, we're just going to destroy you. Because gas fees are paid to the miners, miners technically end up winning the majority of the available miner extractable value. And I know it doesn't seem like it, but guys, that's why miners are making bank. So this is how Keeper solves it. First, they use the hiding game. Users route their trades and loans through KeeperDAO, which attempts to extract any arbitrage or liquidation profit available. The profits are returned back to the user in Rook tokens, and profits go into the pool controlled by Rook holders, like we explained. So this is the first of the 3 games. So basically how this works is the transaction goes through, it's in a smart contract, none of the miners or aka other arbitrageurs can see it, and they get the profit. The keeper takes his fee out and returns the remaining balance to the Rook or the pools. And then there's another one where you have trading. It's the same thing. The trades go through smart contracts and the same situation. Then there's another for over-collateralized borrowing. So when those become illiquid, or when there is an imbalance in it, people are going to liquidate the people, and other people will see that as well. So when that happens, is more people are competing for it and overpaying on gas fees, and the miners went out. However, if it's in a smart contract, you can't really see what's going on, and you're like, oh, okay, that's cool. So you kind of understand those two concepts. Now there's the coordination game. So we're going to give this example. Like I told you, we're going to get several examples because examples are awesome. So Alice is an arbitrager. She watches the prices on Kyber and Uniswap. Notices 1 ETH is 354 USDC, and 354 buys 1.01 ETH on Uniswap. So there's a 0.01 profit immediately. That's awesome. So Alice is like, bro, I'm going to do this. I'm going to submit it with 80 Gwei. So now I walk away with a 0.002 ETH profit, hence the 80 Gwei price. Awesome. Now Bob, also an arbitrager, he sees the same thing. I'm going to beat this Alice girl, and I'm going to submit it with 90 Gwei. That way now I walk away with a 0.001 ETH profit, but I get the profit. She don't. Now it's like, wow, this is so great. And Alice is like, snap. Man, Bob beat me to it. So now I got to cancel my transaction. Man. So now I'm going to have to pay 91 Gwei to cancel my transaction. And the gas limit is 21. So basically I walk away with losing 0.009 ETH. Nice. I lose money. I love it. Awesome. Now we can come to the coordination. Now Bob and Alice are like, okay, bro, I'm not going to get the 0.002 ETH because you're going to try to play games. I'm going to end up losing it, or you're going to end up losing it. So let's do this. Let's coordinate together. We'll both get it and split the profits. We'll both get 0.001 ETH, pat each other on the back and say, good job. You guys both saw the ARB opportunity. And that's where KeeperDAO comes in. So you guys maybe can understand that a bit. If not, that's okay. You can play the video 10 different times. That's why it's on YouTube. Smash the likes and subscribe to the channel every time you do it. And leave a comment below. After you understand it, say, mind blown. If you didn't, say, mind about to be blown. And this explains the profit sharings. We're not going to go into it. And it also explains the incentive, managing profit. We're not going to go into this. But this is so cool right here. The future of KeeperDAO will be ever evolving. So the ability for rook holders to delegate their rook to keepers to encourage/discourage behaviors that can be automatically captured by on-chain smart contracts. This will be cool. This will be awesome. So like ensuring that the keepers are grin triggering external opponents. So this is basically killing everyone else and keeping keeper up and going. So the ability for KeeperDAO to front run attacks against DeFi protocols. Now this is awesome. So like before you see like a DeFi hack, or if you see someone hack something, Keeper can be watching this and be like, they exploited $1 million. Well, let's exploit them before they exploit the rest of it. So we're going to get the 20 million that they're about to get, take it, send it back to the protocol. This is massive. This is almost like insurance. Awesome. Continued development into new adapters for the hiding game to continue to support as many DeFi protocols as possible. And then continued research into miner extractable value solvers for themselves. Guys, in my opinion, this project is doing so much. It's got a high price tag to it, a high market cap, but if you're looking at what they're doing, in my opinion, not really at all. Again, time will tell. We'll see what happens. But this circulating supply, I am going to hit this on the head now. This is wrong. The maximum supply is going to be about 1.5 million. Let me show you the emission schedule so you guys can see this. It first initially started at 800,000, and you can see the supply as the quarters go on. So time will tell. We'll see what happens, but it will never reach that 150,000. This is how the supply curve is going to go, but it's steadily going to die off. I'll leave links in the description to all this junk here so you guys can take a look. But here's KeeperDAO, the total value locked in KeeperDAO. And again, we'll see what happens. And we're going to go back to DeFi polls. You guys can see Maker Compound Uniswap still killing it. And then we got Aave, Curve, and the other guys doing their thing. And guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, show me some love. Smash up the like, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification. That way you guys are notified every time we make a new one. And we're going to leave you guys with some frequently asked questions. What is KeeperDAO? Well, if you did not pay attention at all in this video, that's okay, because I don't pay attention to anything I say either. KeeperDAO is like a mining pool for keepers, incentivizing game theory and optimal strategy. Basically, getting rid of anyone who's not going to participate or join us. If you don't join us, we're going to destroy ya. Who are keepers? Keepers are on-chain actors managing liquidations, rebalances, and arbitrage. How are profits generated? Well, replay the video and I explained it about 5 different times. What can KeeperDAO be used for? Well, KeeperDAO can be used for so many different things. And we'll just say this. We'll leave it at one so it's a simple complex or concept to understand. Arbitrage opportunities, buying it for one price on one exchange and selling it for another all in one transaction. If you have not heard of FURU combo, it's F-U-C-R, or wait, F-U-C-O-M-B-O. Jeez. F-U-R-U-C-O-M-B-O. FURU combo. Look at my video on flash loans right here. Talks about FURU combo there. Pretty cool protocol. Guys, smash up the like, subscribe to the channel, and we're going to pause that. Are there protocol fees? Yes, a portion of the profits are captured by keepers, and you will get some being a liquidity provider. I did not mention this, but there is going to be a tiered schedule, just like on Rune. If you have not watched my Thorchain Rune video, go ahead and watch that. Basically, what happens is the liquidity providers will get a portion of the inflation rate at a certain percentage, and the keepers will get a certain percentage. The more keepers there are, the lower the percentage. The more liquidity providers are, the lower the percentage. However, if there's less keepers, the percentage to become a keeper is higher. So it's going to be an ongoing tier schedule. You know how it goes. Just like with staking, the more people that stake, the interest rate is lower. The less people that stake, it's higher. Who pays the gas fees? Keepers who initiate the arbitrage transactions will pay the gas fees. So they aren't just going to go out there and make transactions to lose money, because who wants to do that? Well, apparently I do, because I do a lot of random transactions on the Ethereum network for you guys so you guys can watch. Nah, guys, it's all about learning. So, who controls my funds? The KeeperDAO. And yes, your funds are safe because, why? This is why. When you make a transaction, you automatically get, you're still holding the funds in your wallet. You are just exchanging it for a, basically you get a receipt. So you deposit ETH and you get quote unquote KETH. So it's Keeper ETH, and you can automatically change it. Just like when you deposit on PancakeSwap, you get syrup. So that's just how you guys can think of it. Is there a native token? They are introduced, or they plan on introducing a native token, like we explained, to balance the interest between LPs and keepers. Where is the DAO? Well, if you want to be a part of the DAO, you gotta have the token. Now, I want to spit this out there and talk about this, guys, but this could also be a solution for impermanent loss. Now you guys are asking, how in the world could you do this? Well, if you're providing liquidity on a oh my goodness, yeah, providing liquidity on a protocol, you are going to have impermanent loss, because if you're providing it with a stablecoin in Ethereum, and that Ethereum goes up in price, when you go to withdraw that Ethereum, you're going to get less tokens. If you have not heard about impermanent loss, it is pretty massive. Go ahead and watch about impermanent loss. Man, I spelled that wrong, didn't I? Oh man, I spelled that so wrong. Let's see. I can't talk and text at the same time. Impermanent loss. I spelled that wrong, man. Anyways, this is it. Watch this video right here. Just go on my channel, type it in, don't spell it wrong, and you'll be able to pull it up and learn about impermanent loss. And why is this important? Okay, so if ETH is going up, you are going to miss out on ETH going up. Because say you deposit ETH at $1,000 and 1,000 DAI, 50% ratio, and ETH goes to $2,000, Well, you're going to go withdraw $1,000 worth of ETH and $1,000 worth of DAI when you go to withdraw your LP. So technically, you'd only get half an ETH back when initially you deposited one. That's how you can sum it up real quick. And with the arbitrage that you can be using on Keeper, this is just a thought. You can have a setting or a situation set up where you, if you're also providing liquidity, you can participate in the arbitrage opportunity to get the fees to also compensate. So you can see an opportunity where ETH is selling at a lower price where you're providing liquidity and a higher price elsewhere and use it to exchange and move it around. Guys, interesting concept, just different idea. Anyways, guys, I'm just rambling now. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the description below. I'm going to add this one to my favorites because I like KeeperDAO. What am I doing now? I don't know. Time will tell. We'll see what happens. I do want to look for a better entry, but I may not get that position, or I may get it. Not financial advice, guys. You do what you want. I'm just going to tell you about the protocol. And if you guys want to donate to the channel, there's a link to a Patreon. Or if you guys don't want to pay anything, that's fine. Why don't you sign up, get a bonus, I get a bonus. It's a win-win. If you guys don't want to do either of that, that's okay. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. Give us a comment, man. Give me a comment. Let me know below what you guys think of this project. Why you love it, why you hate it. Proverbs chapter 28 verses 21, guys, right? Yeah, bruh. To show partiality is not good, yet a person will do wrong for a piece of bread. That's so true, man. So true. I'm just going to leave it at that. Don't even need to discuss it. Thanks. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification. That way you guys can be ahead of the game every time we make a new video. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Guys, I need you guys to do a couple things. Participate in the quadruple threat. First, set up a Celsius account. Here's a referral link. You guys can use it. Write it down. Type it down. Or you guys can use the link in the description below. Set up a Celsius account. Good for savings. Good for earnings. Don't bet the house on it though. But anyways, you guys can get a free bonus on this. Alright, how do I get this free bonus? Well, guys, enter in this link. You guys will get $30. Then deposit $200 in any cryptocurrency. Enter in new 40. Like NEW 40 promo code. You guys can use both and you'll get a total of $70. Guys, that's step one of the triple threat. Alright, Drake, I did step one. What's step two? Alright, guys, this is where you can get your small altcoin gems and little game changers. You guys can go to crypto.com. You can set up an account. Here's a link in the description below, or you guys can just type in this code right here on the screen. Deposit some funds in there. You get $25 in bonus crypto. You guys can use that to buy your altcoin gems and have some fun. Step two of the triple threat, or I'm sorry, quadruple threat. And the third one, this one is a fun one, Voyager. This one is more so where you can buy with limit orders. It doesn't have as many altcoins as crypto.com, but it's really easy to use, easy to set up. And yes, this one does come with a referral link as well, and you'll get $25 in BTC. This is how you can do a limit order. Super easy to use, and they don't charge any trading fees whatsoever. Here's the referral link. You can't copy and paste it, but you can look in the description to copy and paste, and you can put that in and set one up. 25 bucks. Step 4, open up a BLOCKFI account. Here's a link you guys can use. The reference code is 024FFE02. All the links are in the description below. Open up a BLOCKFI, just deposit some funds, and you'll get $30 in BTC. And you can also get that crypto cashback rewards card. Don't forget about that. Game changer, 1.5%. And the first few months, you get a bunch of extra percent. Check it out. This is the funnest one though. Lolly, free. There is a referral link to this one too. I've actually won 100,000 sats one time on one of the taps, which is worth like 100 bucks in Bitcoin. So it's crazy. Look, and there's even proof in the wallet. Look at that, daily stack, 101. Guys, set one up. It's really easy to do. Download a Lolly account and just set it up. And of course, guys, if you guys are a pro, there's a link in the description so you guys can sign up with KuCoin and Binance US to get some trading fee discounts. Thanks.